Oh, yeah, here, I got you, man. backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Fouled out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
A right-handed dribble goes to Reichel. Deep three-pointer on the way. That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hello and welcome in. This is a yourliveevent.com high school girls hoops action tonight. I'm your play-by-play voice, Mac Robinson. We have the Winnemac Patriots traveling into Fisher to take on the Climax Fisher Knights tonight. It is Parents' Night here in Fisher for the Knights, and we have a good basketball game here as these two teams faced off at the beginning of this month, beginning of the year, and these two went down to the wire. It was 63-61. The Knights got the win over the Patriots in Winnemac. So the Patriots trying to get revenge for earlier in the season. Knights trying to make it a clean sweep of the Patriots here this season. Tonight, Winnemac Patriots coming into tonight sitting at 2-14. On the other side, the Climax Fisher Knights sitting at 6-13. The Patriots coming off a 52-27 loss at Thief River Falls. For the Climax Fisher Knights, they fell on Friday night 64-39 against the Fawston Greyhounds right here in Fisher. So they trying to get things right here tonight, trying to get a win, improve to 7-13 here this evening. So we're going to take a timeout here on the yourliveevent.com pregame show. When we come back, we're going to dive in with head coach Paul Castor of the Winnemac Patriots. Going to talk with him coming up after the break. And then we'll go ahead and speak with Adriana Rooney, of course, of the Climax Fisher Knights. Again, make sure you stick around. So have the American Crystal Sugar starting lineups to come all here on the yourliveevent.com pregame show. Stay tuned. Stick around after this. Supporting our local students.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abassi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
And welcome back to the yourliveevent.com pregame show. Joined now by Paul Castor, head coach of the Winnemac Patriots girls basketball team. And Paul, one, thank you for joining me, and two, for your girls coming off that loss against Thief River Falls. What did you guys learn from that matchup, and what did you guys think coming into tonight? What was the main focus in practice?
Well, we haven't had a practice to come into tonight, but the Thief River game on Friday was a good experience for us overall. A few more shots. We had some good looks in that first half that drop, and we go into halftime maybe being down by 5 instead of 10. So that's always a plus. Thief River got a pretty good record going this year. So and I think we stayed pretty even with them on the rebound side. So that was a good thing to take away that night. It was just our shooting percentage was down again. Not that we didn't have the good looks, but shooting percentage down, and against a team like that, it gets to it's a tough one to pull out a victory. But we had small little victories at the end of the game, so we got to just grow from that.
And that's been one of the big takeaways that I've seen from your girls this year, has been really kind of doing the little things, on the offensive side and the defensive side especially. But, for you, getting a chance to see these girls and how they've kind of progressed throughout this season especially, what do you think has been the biggest area of growth that you've seen from these girls?
I think, that's a tough one because, from night to night, what works one night or we can make look pretty good one night, sometimes we can't duplicate that the next night. The consistency has been the struggle this year, but just overall their heart, their effort that they put into it night to night, that they'll never quit, and that's one nice thing we see about it. And I can say if we can start to get those shots to fall, it becomes a much better night because the other things are improving. Our rebounding is improving, and our defense, I believe, I think is improving. So we get that shots to fall, and it gets to be a different night.
And then, one player that came back midseason from injury was Kiana Tadman, and now she's been back in the rotation for you guys for the last couple of weeks. How has she been playing since coming back from the injury, and what have you seen from her especially?
I've been very impressed with her coming back. With the injury that she sustained, I was a little leery that she was going to be pretty, very tentative coming back, waiting for that next shot that she might take. And she's played through that. She's taken one where it was a little scary. She got a little rattled, by it, but then she realized that hey, I am coming back, and so she kind of calms the team when she's out there. So that's been the biggest thing that when having her back is that she she can put points up too, but she just the calming effect that she brings to the team now that she's back.
And then, this is the last game of January. You guys heading into February after tonight. What do you think is the biggest area of focus for you guys going forward as we head towards the end of the season here?
Find the bottom of the basket. That's it's the big problem that we struggle with. We get good looks. Even on those layups that we should have. You're not going to make every shot, but we've got to just improve that. And then that'll keep us off the defensive end a little bit more. And I think the confidence will build, and if we can grow that into tournament time, who knows what can happen.
And then last thing for you, Coach, but for the Patriots to win here today, what needs to happen here tonight?
Well, you got to keep Hoffman in check. Heck of a strong seventh grader there. She not only can drive to the basket, she's getting and developing a really nice outside shot. And so if we can limit her to her average or below that, maybe it'll be hopefully a good night for us.
All right, Coach. Thanks for the time. Looking forward to seeing your girls out there tonight.
Thanks.
Special thanks to head coach Paul Castor for joining me here on the YourLiveEvent.com pregame show. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, going to talk to the other side, Adriana Rooney. Get a chance to talk with her about her girls and the Climax Fisher Knights coming into tonight, going up against the Winnemac Patriots here in Fisher. You're watching the YourLiveEvent.com pregame show. More coming up next.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com pregame show. I'm Mac Robinson. Joining me now, Adriana Rooney, head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights. And coach, for your girls coming into tonight, you know, last time you faced off against the Winnemac Patriots, 63-61 nail biter up in Winnemac. Now get to try to, you know, have that second game here. Winnemac Patriots trying to get revenge for the loss earlier in the year. What's your expectations with these girls coming into tonight?
You know, like, we're coming kind of off of a tough week last week, so just coming out and playing hard, playing good, that's all that I really want them to do.
And then, you know, especially for your girls, it seemed like in that second half against Foss, you guys were able to, you know, really kind of buckle down, able to, you know, get some scoring on the board, especially, you know, Peyton having 15 points in the second half against Foss, and especially, you know, do you think that kind of a second half for you guys can kind of springboard you guys into this week, going up against a team like Winnemac and then Minot-Minwaban later this week?
I'm hoping so. And then we did team bonding on Saturday. We went out to eat and went to the UND versus NDSU girls basketball game. So hopefully we can just, you know, just come off of a good weekend and, I don't know, play today.
How was the game?
It was good. The better team won. So. Yeah, it was good.
And then, you know, especially for your girls now, as you know, we end the month of January, head into the month of February here. You know, what would you say is really the main focus, especially when it comes to these girls, you know, heading into this next month and kind of heading down the stretch, especially?
Just, you know, executing the little things. Sometimes we focus so much on the big things that forget about the little things, when it's the little things that add up to be the big things. So I feel like I say that all the time, but it's true. You know, you have to do the little things right, and it all comes together.
And then especially for your girls too, obviously we've talked multiple times, plenty of times this season, about your team being a young team this year especially. You know, how do you think that your girls have really grown, especially since the beginning of this year up to this point, where you have a lot of girls that are younger that are really being key contributors for your squad?
Yeah, I mean, you know, because I always say that, like, I forget how young they are, and they just, I feel like if you weren't to see their grade on a roster or anything, you wouldn't think that they are the age that they are. They've just done a lot of growing with being able to do little things, I guess.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for the time. Looking forward to seeing how your girls perform out there tonight.
Thank you.
And special thanks to head coach Adriana Rooney for joining me here on the YourLiveEvent.com pregame show. Going to take one final time out here in the YourLiveEvent.com pregame show. We'll go ahead and get our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups, as well as dive into some keys to the game coming up right after this on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay tuned.
New and on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Call Chuck or Neil for pricing and more information on this new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Also, they have the new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow. Talk to Chuck or Neil and get the deal done on this new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Other used equipment on the lot, Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business. 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of.
where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Have you...
And welcome back here to Fisher, where the Winnemac Patriots traveling up to Fisher to take on the Climax Fisher Knights. And the Climax Fisher Knights coming into tonight 6-13. Winnemac Patriots sitting at 2-14. Winnemac Patriots currently in the standings here coming into tonight in Section 8A. They are sitting just behind Bagley in the East standing, sitting at 2-14, 2-10 in the section. On the other side, the Climax Fisher Knights, they are currently sitting at in the 9 seed here on the season. And they are currently sitting at 6-13, sitting at 4-7 in the section. And so that's where they are at when it comes to the standings here coming into tonight. But let's get into our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups here on the evening. Let's start with the Winnemac Patriots. Natalie Newbert getting the start, along with Kiana Tadman in the backcourt. In the front court, you have Kirsten Anderson, Emily Strom, and the freshman Lauren Kopang starting for the Winnemac Patriots. For the Climax Fisher Knights, Lucy Pauldrud starting in the backcourt next to Hallie Reitmeyer. In the front court, you have Claire Erickson, Danica Model, and Peyton Hoffman starting for the Climax Fisher Knights. And again, for the Climax Fisher Knights, keys of the game, let's go ahead and start with Climax Fisher. It's really going to be about starting early and getting into a rhythm. You saw that was the difference in the game against Fawston on Friday. Fawston able to get out to a early lead, and as they were able to extend that, because they were not in a rhythm, that's where you saw the Knights be able to fall behind in that. Became insurmountable in the second half of the game. A little bit too difficult to go ahead and overcome there in the second half. For the Winnemac Patriots, it's really going to come down to that full court press defense that we've seen throughout the year. If Winnemac is able to go ahead and throw the Climax Fisher Knights off their game a little bit and create some turnovers, could see the Winnemac Patriots able to capitalize here tonight. So that's going to go ahead and do it for the YourLiveEvent.com pregame show. When we come back, tip-off time. Winnemac Patriots, Climax Fisher Knights, right here, YourLiveEvent.com.
Selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Needham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149. Needham Seeds Caledonia.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District. Since the beginning in 1998, Agramax has had one simple goal that continues to be a key trait today: to help their customers become better. Over 20 years later, Agramax has been able to help their customers more than ever. Serving customers in the areas of Fisher, East Grand Forks, and Fertile, Agramax looks forward to working with you in shaping the future of agriculture. Call their office in Fisher at 218-891-2211 or call them at their location in Fertile at 218-945-3536.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
Hello and welcome into Fisher as we have the Winnemac Patriots taking on the Climax Fisher Knights tonight here on yourliveevent.com. Thank you for joining us, of course. And we will have all of the action here for you tonight. Again, your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups here this evening, starting with the Winnemac Patriots: Natalie Newberg, Kiana Tadman, Lauren Kopang, Kirsten Anderson, and Emily Strom for the Patriots. On the other side, it's going to be the Climax Fisher Knights with Lucy Paulsrud and Hallie Reitmeyer in the backcourt, Danica Model, as well as Claire Erickson and Peyton Hoffman. Erickson will have the jump going against Kopang, and that is going to be won by the Winnemac Patriots. Actually going back to Kirsten Anderson. Anderson up court over to Natalie Newbert. Natalie Newbert wearing the blue number 23. Peyton Hoffman with a rebound. Hoffman down court to Paulsrud. Again, the Knights showing some good ball movement. And running their offense. Climax Fisher trying to go inside with it. Danica Model shot up good. Danica Model, first 2 points on the board on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. 2-0 lead for the Climax Fisher Knights. And that one taken away by Climax Fisher. Climax Fisher passing that one back over to Reitmeyer. Is Model. Reitmeyer over to Paulsrud. At the elbow is Hoffman down low to Model. Model double team trying to get the shot up. That's going to be blocked out of bounds, but it will stay with Climax Fisher. And Erickson quickly inbounds to Model. Model off the glass and good. Danica Model, quick 4 points on the board here in the first minute, 20 seconds of the game and counting here on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Passing the ball up court. That's the full court press is on by the Knights. Pass over by Kirsten Anderson. That one's almost taken away. Kiana Tadman on the block, giving it back. Kopang thought about the 3, gives that over to Natalie Newber. That one taken away by Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer leading the fast break. Reitmeyer going up with it, getting the layup up, no good. Rebound by Peyton Hoffman, up no good. Hoffman gathers up, good. Peyton Hoffman able to get her first bucket of the night. And that one knocked away, almost stolen away by Reitmeyer. That's going to be a pass long. That's going to be a turnover for Winnemac. Yeah, that Climax Fisher defense so far tonight causing a little bit of issues for the Winnemac Patriots. That's going to be a quick timeout for Paul Castor. We'll take it with him. That's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay with us.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
And the Climax Fisher Knights will have the ball following the Winnemac Patriot turnover. Again, the Knights playing pretty good defense so far here tonight, playing that full court trapping defense. Patriots will now join them in doing so. Reitmeyer, covered by Newbert and Tadman, able to get by both of them. Passing that back. Hoffman, step up, 3-point, got it. Peyton Hoffman with the triple. She's been lethal with that lately. Going right down, Natalie Newbert getting the layup up. No, rebound going to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to move up court, surveys the defense. Spin move, gets the shot up, no good. Rebound, that going to Kirsten Anderson. Anderson up to Tadman. Tadman crossover. That one taken away by Claire Erickson. Erickson over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer brings the ball in transition, gives it back over to Paulusrud. Paulusrud, step up, spot, shot, no good. Rebound by Hoffman, fake, shot up, no good. But the blocking foul is going to be called. It's going to be 2 free throws on the way. Of course, 2 Agramax free throws. That foul going against Lauren Kopang. That is her first of the evening. The first Agramax free throw is up. And good for Peyton Hoffman. She has 6. Of course, call their official location today, 218-891-2211. Second Agramax free throw is up and good. Peyton Hoffman with 7. 11-0 lead for the Climax Fisher Knights, and that ball is stolen away by Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer, mid-range jumper up, no good. Rebound going to Kopang. Kopang going down. They're going to call an injury timeout. And we're going to take it with them right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay with us.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and extracurricular activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students. Welcome back here to Fisher. We're not going to speculate on the injury. Again, I'm not a doctor, so this is Climax Fisher Knights leading 11-0. Lauren Kopang able to go off the court with some help, courtesy of Paul Castor and assistant head coach Vince Kopang. The inbounds pass going over to Kiana Tadman. Tadman. Pass inside, that going to Brett Ducamp. That shot no good. 8th grader Tegan Johnson, or I'm sorry, that's Cadence Corinta, with the rebound. Pass over to Paul's Rude. Trying to get things set up as that's a zone defense that is on for the Patriots. Reitmeyer trying to pass around, gives it over to Hoffman. Hoffman thought about it. Crosses over, gives it back to Erickson. Back over to Reitmeyer, back to Hoffman. For 3, no good. Tip back goes to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to go inside to Paulsrud. No, that one going back now. It's Brett Ducamp ending up with it. Kirsten Anderson brings it up, top of the key, picks up her dribble. Good ball movement. That's going to be a quick jump ball. Cadence Corinta fighting for that one. It's going to be Climax Fisher basketball. And the inbounds pass going to Reitmeyer, gives it back to Erickson. Erickson down court over to Paulsrud. Paulsrud inside to Hoffman. Hoffman, pump fake, shot going up, and they're going to call the foul. Couple of Agramax free throws on the way. It's going to be a quick foul against Emily Strum. First one up, no good. Second one on the way. He is up. No good on that one. Rebounded by Hoffman. Trying to pass that one over, that one taken away. And Hoffman able to take it back, getting the shot up. She's going to have 2 more Agramax free throws on the way. And that's going to be a foul going against Brett Ducamp. It's Ducamp's first of the game. That one is up and good. Hoffman now with 8. Shelby Mont comes in, coming out is Kiana Tadman. 12-0 lead for the Knights. Second one is up and good. And the ball is stolen away. They're going to say that Corinta lost that one. The inbounds pass to Howard. Howard able to break through, gives it over to Shelby Mont. Shelby Mont getting the layup up, no good. Rebound going over to Claire Erickson, who gives it to Hallie Reitmeyer. 13-0 lead on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Paulsrud try to get the pass inside. That one knocked away by the Patriots, so it will stay Climax Fisher basketball underneath the hoop. So the inbounds pass coming. Reitmeyer gives it to Paulsrud, gives it over to Hoffman. Hoffman inside to Paulsrud. Good eye there from Hoffman. Gives it back to Reitmeyer. Mid-range jumper up, no good. Rebound by Howard. Howard pushing through. Howard shot up, no good. Shot up by Emily Strom, no good either. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be staying with Winnemac. So the inbounds pass, that goes to Ducamp. Over to Strum. Double team is on. Pass over to Anderson, who gives it to Howard. Again, good ball movement. Inside Shelby Mont, taken away by Cadence Corinta. Corinta taking it herself. Picks up her dribble, and she's going to travel. The inbounds pass coming from Brett Ducamp. Inbounds. That's going to go out of bounds, so it will stay with Winnemac. Pass over to the corner. Trying to swing that inside of Newbert. Natalie Newbert able to get the shot up, but she'll have a couple of Agrimax free throws on the way. First foul of the night for Climax Fisher. That's going to be going on Sarah Thorson. Sarah Thorson's first of the night. And the second one, no good. Pass over to Corinta for the Knights. They've had good ball movement here throughout the night. Pass over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer dribbles, tries to work her way inside against shorter defender Shelby Mont. Pass back over to Corinta, who gives it to Paulsrud. Paulsrud spins her way inside. Layup up and good. Lucy Paulsrud's first bucket of the night. 15-1 here. Just under 12 minutes left to go in the first half on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. They're going to call a foul. Second foul of the game against Sarah Thorson. Peyton Hoffman will come in for Thorson. So inbounds pass, swatted away. Brett Ducamp tried to get the shot up there on the block, but that was knocked out of bounds by Peyton Hoffman with a rejection. Inbounds pass coming from Newbert. Newbert in. Ava Howard jumper up, no good. Rebound by Model. Danica Model able to go ahead and swing that one up. They're going to call a jump ball. After a Model and a Patriot fell to the floor, we're going to call a jump ball, and it will be Patriot basketball. Inbounds pass. That one taken away by Reitmeyer. They're going to call a foul. It's going to be a push going against Ava Howard. (15-1) your score. 11:36 left to go here in the first half on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Cadence Corinta with the ball. Passes over to Reitmeyer. Gives it to Paulsrud. Corinta swinging it back around. Reitmeyer from the elbow. Jumper up, no good. That's going to go over Hoffman. Up, good. Peyton Hoffman with her 11th point of the night on that layup. She'll have the chance to get the and one courtesy of the Agrimax free throw. Timeout taken by Winnemac. We'll take it with them when we come back. The Agrimax free throw from Peyton Hoffman right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay with us.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
And the Agrimax free throw is up and good. And the inbounds pass going into Brett Ducamp, who tries to pass that one down, taken away by Danica Model. Danica Model's passed a little too far. Natalie Newbert takes it back. Peyton Hoffman able to take that one back. It's going to be a blocking. It's going to be a blocking foul. And it's going to go. It's going to go against Paulsrud. That will be Paulsrud's first of the game. Paulsrud comes out. Claire Erickson coming back in. 18-1 your score. 11:05 left to go here in the first half. Ava Howard swinging that one over to Callahan. Callahan back to Newbert. Newbert for three. No good. Rebound to Peyton Hoffman. Peyton Hoffman trying to go down court. Tries to give that to Claire Erickson just a little too far, and they're going to call a foul on Claire Erickson. That is Erickson's first of the night. The inbounds pass coming from Brett Ducamp. Ducamp's pass finds Newbert. Newbert picking up the speed, throwing down to Hand. Hand back over to Howard from the elbow. No good. Rebound by Kiana Tadman. Tadman down to Hand. Hand fadeaway up. No good. Rebound by Danica Model. Gives it to Hoffman. Hoffman fakes it, gives it to Erickson, who gives it back to Model. Over to Reitmeyer. Steps into a mid-range jumper up. No good. Rebound by Claire Erickson. Gives it back over to Model. Swings it over. Gives it back to Hoffman. Hoffman inside. And they're going to call Hoffman for the travel. So the inbounds pass coming. Ducamp's pass. Caught by Howard. Gives that one taken away by Erickson. Dumps it down from Hoffman. Shot blocked by Ducamp. Now running back with it is Brett Ducamp in transition. Stepping back. That one taken back by Model, excuse me. Gives it over to Reitmeyer. Pass to Erickson. Back to Reitmeyer. Back to Erickson. Steps into a three. No good. Rebound. That going to Howard. Swung over to Tadman. Tadman, they're going to call a foul. And it's going to go against Hoffman. That is her first of the evening. 9:29 left to go here in the first half. Thanks for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. Your score 18-1. Climax Fisher leading. Inbounds pass. That one tipped away by Paulsrud, and she's going to go ahead and cruise her way up to a layup up and good. Lucy Paulsrud has 4 here tonight. Inbounds pass. That going to Howard. Gives it over to Callahan. Callahan double team. That one tipped and almost taken away there by Paulsrud, and they're going to call a double dribble there on Tadman. Substitution coming in. It's going to be Kirsten Anderson. Coming out is going to be Natalie Newbert. So the inbounds pass coming from Paulsrud gives that over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer, that one taken away by Anderson. Kirsten Anderson in transition, going up with it, blocked by Paulsrud. That one's going to get tipped out of bounds, and it will go back with Climax Fisher. Another substitution coming in as Emily Strum comes in for Brett Ducamp. And the inbounds pass coming from Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer gives it to Paulsrud. Paulsrud gets the ball knocked away. Pass over, Anderson. Anderson shot up no good. That was tipped out of bounds there by Lucy Paulsrud. Inbounds pass coming from Tadman. Tadman into Hand. Back out to Tadman. Jumper up and no good. Rebound by Model. Danica Model gives it back to Reitmeyer. Swings it over to Hoffman. Hoffman thought about it. Goes inside to Model. Back out to Hoffman for three. No good. Rebound. They're going to call a foul. That's going to go against Lucy Polsrud. That is her second of the night. 8:25 left to go here in the first half on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Inbounds pass going to Howard. Howard back over to Anderson. Anderson crossover. Swinging it back out to Tavin. Tavin not able to get a handle on that one. That's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover. So Cadence Corinta as well as Tegan Johnson coming in. Coming out is going to be Lucy Polsrud and Danica Model. And a couple of substitutions coming in. And now Gianna Tavin coming out. Coming in, Shelby Mond, the sophomore for Winnemac. And the screen set. Good bounce pass. Climax Fisher trying to get the ball movement going. Reitmeyer gives it back over to Corinta. Corinta swinging it around. And Corinta now inside over to Johnson. Johnson not able to get a clean handle on that. Gives it back. Hoffman thought about the three. Steps into a mid-range jumper. Got it. Peyton Hoffman now with 14 here in the first half. Swing the ball around as Shelby Mont tries to get up court, but there's going to be a blocking foul. That's going to go against Tegan Johnson. That is her first. So coming in will be Natalie Newbert. Coming out will be Ava Howard. First Agramax free throw is up and good. Again, Mac Robinson, your play-by-play voice. Producer Noah here on for tonight. Second Agramax free throw is up and good. Both of those free throws good for Shelby Mont. And Mon able to take the ball away. Fans wanting to travel after she was able to get up with the ball, and they're going to call a foul. So that's going to be a foul going against Hallie Reitmeyer. That is her first of the night. So Paulsrud comes in for Reitmeyer. Callahan will come out. So the second Agramax free throw is up and good. Or, I'm sorry, the first one is up and good. There we go. Called their official location today, 891-2211. Now, after getting the rebound, that one no good. Paulsrud pass over to Corinta, who's able to swing it over to Tegan Johnson. Mid-range jumper, good! Tegan Johnson able to get that with the off-the-dribble jumper. Shelby Mont moving up court. Getting past the defense. Shot up and good. Shelby Mont now with 5. 24-6 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Paulsrud fires it down over to Tegan Johnson. Mid-range jumper up. No good. Rebound going to Hoffman. Hoffman up and no good. Rebound going to Shelby Mont. They're going to call a foul. That going on Corinta. So now in the bonus, got Agramax free throws on the way. So Shelby Mont, first one up, no good. That was rebounded by Hoffman. Hoffman losing the handle on that one. That one getting taken away by Ella Strum. Pass up court to Natalie Newbert. Layup up, no good. Reitmeyer with the ball. And they're going to call a foul on Newbert. So substitution coming in. Brett Ducamp comes in for Emily Strum. Sarah Thorson into the game. And bounce pass going over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer, top of the key. As the Knights try to free up a little bit of space, get some ball movement running. And the shot going up, no good. Rebound being fought for by Danica Model. Model trying to pass that one up, and they're going to call a jump ball. So it will stay with the Knights underneath the hoop. So Sarah Thorson will inbound. Thorson up top over to Hoffman. Hoffman thought about it. Covered by Shelby Mont. Step back three, no good. Rebound going to Brett Ducamp. Ducamp gives it back to Mont. The pass back over. Natalie Newbert for three. Got it. Or that's a two, excuse me. That's a two. So 24-8. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Paulsrud, handoff to Hoffman. Hoffman thought about it, goes inside, into the lane, shot up no good. Hoffman able to get her own rebound, shot up no good. Tips it to herself, able to get that third shot up, no good. That tip going over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer off the glass and good. Allie Reitmeyer's first bucket of the game, 26-8. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, just over 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Running inside, Natalie Newbert, no. Rebound going to Hoffman. Peyton Hoffman slowing things down on offense before going and passing it back out to Paulsrud. Again, we've seen good ball movement here so far tonight for the Knights. Cross-court pass. Three-point attempt from Paulsrud. No. And rebound is going to get knocked out of bounds by Climax Fisher, so it will be Winnemac basketball. Erickson coming in for Model. So the inbounds pass going to Ellis Strum, who gives it to Shelby Mont. Shelby Mont double teamed. That ball knocked around. Again, that trapping defense is on. Pass back out to Anderson. That one knocked around and picked up by Ellis Strum. Again, the zone defense is on for Climax Fisher, passing that one back around. Good ball movement here from Winnemac, trying to create an opening here on offense. Shot going to be taken from Ellis Strum from deep. No good. Rebound. That going over to Hallie Reitmeyer. We'll pick it up. And she will go ahead and dribble this into the forward court. Going inside. Erickson, layup up, and that's going to be a foul. It's going to be two Agramax free throws on the way coming for Claire Erickson. That's going to go against Brett Ducamp. It's going to be... That's Ducamp's first, apparently. Thought I had her down for two. That's my fault. I'll have your official stats at halftime. Again, 3:55 to go here in the first on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. First one up, no good. Second one up, off the backboard and good. So that one good, courtesy of Claire Erickson. Shelby Mont trying to break that full court press. Trying to get through. That one double teamed, and Shelby Mont able to continue to hold on to that one. Gives it over to Kiana Tadman. Tadman, pass back over to Mont. Jumper up, no good. Rebound by Model. Model, dribbling, looking for a teammate, gives it to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer swings it over to Paulsrud. Back over to Reitmeyer, over to Model. Inside to Erickson, creating some space, getting the shot up, no good. One deflected by a Patriot defender. Kiana Tadman cutting through the defense of the Knights. Quickly hustling back, giving it back over to Anderson. That one knocked away. Reitmeyer taking it, now in transition. She's going to be passing it up to Paulsrud, able to get that one up and good. Lucy Paulsrud with 6 tonight. 2:40 and counting on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Your score, 29-8, Knights lead here in the first half. That layup up is going to be up and good. Been good for Kirsten Anderson. She has 2. Reitmeyer gives it over to Paulsrud. Back to Corinta. Over to Model, gives it over into the corner. Mid-range jumper up, no good. Rebound, that going to Emily Strum. Pass over to Tadman. Kiana Tadman almost loses it. You're going to go down with it, and they're going to call a jump ball. So it'll stay with Winnemac. Coming in is going to be Ava Howard. Coming out is going to be Shelby Mont. Howard will inbound. And the shot going up, no good. That's going to be long. Danica Model able to recover the rebound. Model gives it over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer working her way, gives it over to Paulsrud. Again, trying to create a little bit more of an opening. Steps into a mid-range jumper up is Corinta. No. Rebound by Model. Shot blocked by Strum. Ella Strum not even letting that one go up. Tadman losing the handle on it. And it's going to be a foul going against Cadence Corinta. So that will be her second in the bonus. We're going to have more Agramax free throws on the way. Kiana Tadman stepping up to the free throw line here tonight. First one up, no good. Hoffman comes in for Claire Erickson. Second one, no good. Rebound by Climax Fisher. Allie Reitmeyer will lead the offense. Passes that one over to Paulsrud. Hoffman thought about the three. Dribbles inside from the elbow up, no good. Passes that one back to Tadman. Tadman turning on the Jets, going down coast to coast. Layup up and good, and the foul, or the offensive foul, excuse me. Offensive foul on Kiana Tadman. Winnemac Patriots fans upset with that call. Officials talking it over. So that's going to be the second foul on Tadman. So the inbounds pass coming. The full court press is on. Pass up to Hoffman. Hoffman fires down to Paulsrud, getting the runner up, no good. Rebound to Hoffman. Hoffman up and good. Peyton Hoffman. She'll have the Agramax free throw on the way. She has 16 here in the first half. Just under a minute left to go here. And the Agramax free throw is up and good. So Hoffman with 17 here in the first half, courtesy of that Agramax free throw, and one. Firing down court to Howard. Howard's going to let that one. That one's going to go out of bounds. So the inbounds pass from Reitmeyer over to Paulsrud. Paulsrud gives it back to Reitmeyer. We're 55 seconds and counting on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Pass over to Corinta. Corinta, that one's going to be deflected. Picked up by Hoffman. Hoffman laying it up, and good. Peyton Hoffman with 19 here in the first half. She's cooking. Newbert over to Howard. Double team there. That one taken away by Hoffman. Peyton Hoffman going up with the layup up, and she's going to be fouled. Couple of Agramax free throws on the way for the 7th grader. She has 19 here in the first half. 29.8 seconds left to go here on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. The first Agramax free throw on the way. That one is up and good. Second Agramax free throw on the way. Is up. No good. That one knocked away and recovered by the Knights. Pass over to Model. Back to Reitmeyer. Back over to Hoffman from deep. No good. Short on that one, so it's going to be going back the other way. 14.9 left to go here in the first half. The inbounds pass going to Shelby Mont. Shelby Mont going to be trapped there by the Knights defense. Shelby Mont able to cut through, gives that over to Callie Hand, able to get that one up and good. Callie Hand, and just like that, that'll do it. Your first half score, Climax Fisher 35, Winnemac 12. We'll go ahead and have your halftime stats here coming up in just a bit, as well as your first half recap here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay with us.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abassi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Hoef, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Hoef, a passion that grows.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
New and on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Call Chuck O'Neill for pricing and more information on this new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Also, they have the new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow. Talk to Chuck O'Neill and get the deal done on this new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Other used equipment on the lot, Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business. 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
And welcome back here to Fisher, where at the half, we have the Climax Fisher Knights currently leading. We have the Climax Fisher Knights leading in tonight's contest at 35-12 here at halftime. And let's go ahead and go through some of your stats before we get into story of tonight's game and starting things off. Start with the leading Climax Fisher Knights. Peyton Hoffman, star 7th grader, leading the way with 20 points here in your first half, following her 6 points from Lucy Paulsrud and 4 from the sophomore Danica Model, as well as 2 points from junior Hallie Reitmeyer and 2 points from 8th grader Tegan Johnson. Claire Erickson also added in an Agramax free throw. On the other side for the Winnemac Patriots, leading the way with scoring is Shelby Mont. She has 5 this evening, and behind her, Natalie Newbert with 3 points, and then Kirsten Anderson and Callie Hand both with 2 points apiece. So the story of your first half really coming down to the Climax Fisher Knights doing a good job on the offensive side, and you know I mentioned in the keys of the game here tonight, but starting off early and getting into a rhythm, Climax Fisher able to jump out to an early lead, getting with their start to the game, getting out to a 13-0 run to start tonight's contest. And that led to Climax Fisher able to have a good cushion here in the first half. And for them, it really came down to that and the extremely tight defense, able to play that full-court press throughout the game here tonight, and being able to see how that has played out, that allowing them to get out to a 35-12 lead at the half. As we get ready here for the second half. Again, the Winnemac Patriots taking on the Climax Fisher Knights here in Fisher. Climax Fisher Knights out to a 35-12 lead here at the half. We'll find out what we have in store coming up after this right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Second half tip-off coming up next.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult day care. Get more information by going to halstedlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There's one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
And welcome back in to Fisher as the Climax Fisher Knights have a 35-12 lead at the half as we get you ready for your second half action here on yourliveevent.com. Again, I'm your play-by-play voice, Mac Robinson, alongside my producer here tonight, Noah, and again, getting you all set to go as the second half of action is just about underway. Paulsrud inbounds over to Reitmeyer. Pass over to Hoffman, inside to Paulsrud. Paulsrud tries to get the shot up, no. Saved there by Erickson, but now Patriots in transition. Pass over to Tabman, shot up in, good. Kiana Tabman able to get her first bucket of the night. Allie Reitmeyer passes over to Paulsrud. Tries to go inside to Hoffman. Hoffman ends up with it, steps away with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound. Going over to Kirsten Anderson. Anderson crossing her way up court into the lane. Shot going up just inside the free throw line. No. Rebound by Hoffman. Hoffman passes over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer gets the screen set. Passes over to Paulsrud. Back over to Erickson. That shot up no good. Rebound and pass over. Hoffman able to get that one up and good. Peyton Hoffman with 22 now tonight. 37-14 on the Lakes Community, or 13. Yeah, no, you're right. No, it is 14. Pass over, taken away. Hoffman now in transition, getting the shot up and good. Peyton Hoffman now with 24. The inbounds pass going to Tadman. Kiana Tadman quickly trying to hustle down court. Passes over to Newbert. Newbert cross-court pass. It's going to go out of bounds. Picked up by legendary Knight there, Brenda Slight. Inbounds pass. That one going to Paulsrud. Paulsrud swinging it over to Hoffman in the corner. Hoffman looking for a teammate, finds Paulsrud back there. That one is going square into the corner. What's got lodged in there. Up court pass. Kiana Tabman firing that one down a little too high. That's going to go out of bounds. So that's a turnover. And substitution coming in. Ava Howard coming in. Natalie Newbert coming out. Inbounds pass. That one going to Reitmeyer. 3-2 zone is on. Swing it back over to Hoffman. Hoffman going down to Paulsrud. Paulsrud trying to swing it back to Hoffman and does. Three-point attempt from Hoffman. No good. Rebound. And that's going to be a blocking foul going against Claire Erickson. Coming in will be Cadence Corinta. Coming out will be Claire Erickson. That was Erickson's second foul of the game. 39-14 your score on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Quick update for you on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard as Minoman Waben and three-point attempt up, no good. Rebound going to Hoffman. Hoffman picking up. We'll have that score update for you here in just a little bit. Hoffman going inside, up with the layup, up no good. Reitmeyer with the rebound, but getting the foul. A couple of Agramax free throws on the way. I was mentioning on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, 32-32 with 12:55 left to go in the ball game between the Mahnomen-Waupun Thunderbirds and Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. The first Agramax free throw is up and good. It's important to remember Mahnomen-Waupun will be playing these Climax Fisher Knights here on Thursday. Second one up, no good. So that would be another foul. So now Agramax free throws on the way for Peyton Hoffman. First one up, no good. Second one coming for Hoffman. Is up and good. So 25 points now for Peyton Hoffman, courtesy of the Agramax free throw. Pass over to Tabman. Tabman turning on the Jets. Passes that one over to the corner, over to Anderson. Shot up, no good. Rebound, that one getting picked up there by Corinta. That's going to be a jump ball. So it will stay with Winnemac, and substitution coming, Claire Erickson coming back in. Coming out is Danica Model. So the inbounds pass coming from Howard. That one going to Ducamp. Ducamp for three, no good. Rebound. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. So it will stay Patriot basketball. Corinta not able to save that one. The inbounds pass coming. That one going over to Tabman. Keon Tabman giving it over to Howard. Again, good ball movement from the Patriots. Trying to free up a little bit of space. Jumper up and no good. Rebound. That one getting knocked around and picked up by Corinta. Corinta gives it over to Hoffman. Hoffman hustling down court. Euro step in. Blocking foul called. Peyton Hoffman now with 27. She'll have a chance for 28, courtesy of the Agramax free throw. The block is going to go. Blocking foul is going to go against Brett Ducamp. That is her third. Coming out will be Ducamp. Agramax free throw on the way. That one is up and good. Peyton Hoffman with 28. 14-28 and counting left to go on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. And the trap is on. And timeout taken by Winnemac. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay with us.
Since the beginning in 1998, Agramax has had one simple goal that continues to be a key trait today: to help their customers become better. Over 20 years later, Agramax has been able to help their customers more than ever. Serving customers in the areas of Fisher, East Grand Forks, and Fertile, Agramax looks forward to working with you in shaping the future of agriculture. Call their office in Fisher at 218-891-2211 or call them at their location in Fertile at 218-945-3536.
And welcome back into Fisher. 44-14 your lead. 14-20 left to go here in the ball game. Climax Fisher Knights in the lead over the Winnemac Patriots. It'll be Patriot basketball. The inbounds coming from Ava Howard. That one taken away by Hoffman. Hoffman in transition. She's going up with it. She's got it. She's got 30. Ava Howard brings the ball into the forward court. Pass that over to Kiana Tadman. Tadman down low over to Emily Strum. Strum. And they're going to call a foul. It's going to go against Cadence Corinta. That is Corinta's third. The inbounds pass coming. And that one taken away by Hoffman, but grabbed back by Kiana Tadman. Shot deflected by Hoffman. Hoffman grabs the rebound, trying to go up court. Covered by Ava Howard, gives it over to Reitmeyer. Swings over to Paulsrud. Again, good ball movement here from the Knights, as the Knights have been out to an 11-2 run to start the second half. Pass over to Corinta. Corinta back over inside to Hoffman. Hoffman off the glass. No good. Rebound going to Callahan. Callahan pass over to Tadman. Kiana Tadman firing down low. Ava Howard gathering, getting the foul called. That's going to be against Claire Erickson. That is her third of the game. Coming in will be Molly Olson. Coming out will be Cadence Corinta. So the inbounds pass coming for Mont. Pass going over to Hand. Back to Mont. Pass back out. Outside shot from Ella Strom. No good. Rebound. That going to Claire Erickson. That's going to be a foul going against Kirsten Anderson. That is her first of the night. 46-14 your score. 13 minutes and counting. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, swinging the ball around. Giving it back to Paulsrud. Paulsrud inside, up, no good. Rebound by Ella Strom. Strom giving it back to Hand, over to Mont. Mont swinging it over to Ella Strom. Swinging it back to Mont. Shot going up, no good. Rebound by Molly Olson. Reitmeyer with the ball for the Knights. Swings it over. Paulsrud back to Olson. Reitmeyer with the ball. That one knocked away. It's going to go off the foot of Reitmeyer, and it will be Patriot basketball. Tavin with the ball for the Patriots. Brings it into the forward court. And that one taken away by Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer brings it into the forward court. Goes down in a lane. Shot going up. And that's good. Allie Reitmeyer now with 5 here tonight. 48-14, Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. And they're going to call a kick ball. That's going to be staying with the Patriots. Inbounding will be Tadman. That goes to Mont, back to Tadman. Patriots trying to create a little bit of space in that defense. That one goes to Hand, gives it back over to Strum. Ella Strum beyond the three-point arc. That one poked away by Paulsrud. Going inside with it. That one taken away. Hoffman with it. Hoffman getting fouled. Foul is going to go against Kirsten Anderson. That is her second of the night. Substitution coming in, as that's going to be Alyssa Moorberg coming in. Along with 3 Knights, Cadence Corinta, Tegan Johnson, and Sarah Thorson all coming in. $11 minutes left in tonight's ball game. Pass back over to Molly Olson, gives it over to Sarah Thorson. Sarah Thorson mid-range jumper up, no good. Rebound going to Tegan Johnson. Tegan Johnson over to Thorson. Back over to Molly Olson for 3. No good. Rebound. That's going to be grabbed by Paulsrud. Paulsrud trying to pass the ball around. Corinta mid-range jumper, got it. Cadence Corinta with 2. 50-14 here on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Moorberg back over to Newbert. Newbert at the free throw line. Gets the shot up. That's blocked, but they're going to call a foul. Couple of Agrimax free throws on the way. That's going to be foul going against Tegan Johnson. That is her second of the night. So the first Agrimax free throw on the way for Natalie Newbert is up and good. Second one is no good. Rebound. It's going to be knocked around and picked up by Shelby Mont. Pass going around. Moorberg shot up, no good. Rebound tipped around and going to be grabbed by Sarah Thorson, but knocked out of bounds, and it will be going back with Climax Fisher. Timeout taken by Paul Castor. 9:58 left to go here in the ball game. 50-15, your score. We'll be right back after this on yourliveevent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
And good pass around as that's over to Molly Olsen. Olsen going inside. That one knocked out of bounds. They'll be staying with Climax Fisher. The inbounds pass. That one knocked away. Cadence Carenta ending up with it. Carenta, that one knocked out of bounds by Alyssa Moorberg. It'll stay with Climax Fisher. The inbounds pass coming from Tegan Johnson inside. That going inside pass trying to go to Carenta. That's going to be knocked out of bounds again, staying with Climax Fisher. And timeout taken by Climax Fisher. We'll take it with them. Right here on yourliveevent.com. Stay with us.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
And welcome back here to yourliveevent.com. I'm your play-by-play voice, Mac Robinson. Climax Fisher Knights up 50-15 here in Fisher. Let's go through some of your statistics for the Climax Fisher Knights. Leading the way, Peyton Hoffman with 30 points here tonight so far. And following behind her, Lucy Paulsrud with 6, Hallie Reitmeyer with 5, Danica Model having 4, and then 2 points apiece for Cadence Carenta and Tegan Johnson. And then a Agrimax free throw made by Claire Erickson leading the way for the Winnemac Patriots. It is Shelby Mott off the bench with 5. So the inbounds pass coming from Lucy Paulsrud, following the ball being knocked out of bounds a couple of times, poked away by the Patriots. The inbounds pass, that one going in, and that one, once again, knocked out of bounds by the Patriots. So the inbounds pass once again from Paulsrud, finding Molly Olsen, and she will be fouled. She'll have a couple of Agrimax free throws on the way coming. That foul going against Ava Howard. First one up, no good. Second one on the way. That is up and no good as well. And that one taken away by Paulsrud. Gives it over to Thorson, who gives it back to Lucy. Paulsrud trying to clear things out. Gives that back to Sarah Thorson. Sarah Thorson beyond the three-point arc. Covered by Ava Howard. Swings it over to Paulsrud. And they're going to call an offensive foul. That's going to be an offensive foul going against Sarah Thorson. That is her third of the game. Inbounds pass coming from Natalie Newbert. Natalie Newbert into Howard. And Tadman driving inside. Layup up off the glass. No good. Rebound by Tegan Johnson. They're going to call her for a travel. Allie Reitmeyer going to come in for Paulsrud. Just under 9 minutes left to go here on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. The inbounds pass coming for the Patriots. That's going to go inside of Tadman. Not able to connect on the backboard on that one, so that's going to go out of bounds and go with Climax Fisher. So the inbounds pass coming for Thorson goes over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer crosses into the forward court. That one poked away by Howard, but Reitmeyer able to recover. Gives that one back, picked up by Thorson. Thorson trying to go inside with it. Almost lost it and did for a second there, and they're going to call a foul. So that's going to be going against Alyssa Moorberg. That is her first of the game. Couple of subs coming in. Coming in will be Paige Breitbach as well as Kirsten Anderson. Coming out will be Kiana Tadman as well as Natalie Newbert. The first Agramax free throw, no good. That one picked up, and now hustling back is Kirsten Anderson, Pass back out to Breitbach. Breitbach inside. Shot up, no good. Rebound going over to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer brings it into the forward court. Gives it over to Cadence Carenta. Carenta gives it back to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer gets a screen set from Thorson. Reitmeyer over to Olsen, who gives it back. Tries to get that one over to Tegan Johnson. No, taken away. Now coming back. Winamac trying to get the shot up. No good from Howard. Rebound by Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer. That one poked away. Taken back by Shelby Mont. Shelby Mont trying to hustle her way back. Goes inside with it. Tries to get the shot up and does. No good. So a couple of Agramax free throws on the way. It's going to be a foul against Allie Reitmeyer. That is her second of the night. First Agramax free throw is up and good. Shelby Mont with a team-high 6 points here tonight. Brett Ducamp will come in. Ducamp comes in for Ava Howard. And that shot is up and good. So Shelby Mont with 7 here tonight. Bring the ball into the forward court is Reitmeyer. Quick touch pass, able to get that one back. That goes over to Larson. Over to Nesvig, who gives it back inside to Reitmeyer, off the glass and good. Allie Reitmeyer now with 7. She'll have a chance to make that an and one, courtesy of the Agramax free throw. That's going to be a foul going against Alyssa Moorberg. That is her second. And the shot going up, no good. Rebound. That one being grabbed by Alyssa Moorberg. Moorberg, covered by Reitmeyer. Gives that one. Passing that one over to Breitbach. Inside to Anderson, back to Breitbach. Mid-range jumper up, no good. No, it does fall. The freshman able to drain the jumper, 52-19 on Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. So Reitmeyer brings the ball into the forward court. Inside, shot going up and good for Tegan Johnson. The 8th grader now with 4 points here tonight. Pass going inside, shot going up off the glass and good for Kirsten Anderson. Kirsten Anderson now with 4. Reitmeyer brings the ball into the forward court. Back over to Tegan Johnson. Over to Nesvig. Nesvig back to Reitmeyer. Reitmeyer. Foul. It's going to be a push. So a couple of Agramax free throws on the way, being in the bonus. That is the 4th foul of the game for Brett Ducamp. Substitutions coming in for Climax Fisher, as it's going to be pretty much a line change, as it is Peyton Hoffman coming in, as well as Danica Model, Lucy Paulsrud, and Cadence Corinta, alongside the junior Hallie Reitmeyer, who is not able to connect on the Agramax free throw. That's going to be a foul against Reitmeyer. It's her 3rd of the game. So in the bonus now, going to be a couple more Agramax free throws on the way. Timeout taken. We'll take it with them. Brief 30 seconds here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay tuned.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
And welcome back here to Fisher Public Schools, as we have the Climax Fisher Knights leading 54-21 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. 3:21 left to go here in tonight's contest. Your play-by-play voice, Mac Robinson. My producer tonight, Noah, here, as we have the Climax Fisher Knights leading. A couple of Agramax free throws on the way from the freshman Paige Breitbach. First one up and good. Second one, also good. So the freshman here with 4 points here tonight. Hoffman with the ball. Going inside, shot going up, no good, deflected. But Lucy Paulsrud able to try to knock that one in, but Patriots ending up with it. Breitbach going inside, passes over. Kirsten Anderson jumper up, no good. Anderson able to get her own rebound. That one up, no good. Rebound going to Cadence Corinta. Corinta crossing over, getting the screen set from Hoffman. Corinta thought about it, gives it over to Paulsrud. Paulsrud inside over to Hoffman, who passes that one over to Corinta. Gives it over to gives it back to Hoffman. Hoffman gets that one knocked away. It's going to go out of bounds. So the inbounds pass will come. Inbounds pass coming from Danica Model, finding Peyton Hoffman. Hoffman, they're going to get Hoffman for a double dribble. .210 and counting as the inbounds pass goes over to Breitbach. Breitbach into the forward court. Gets the screen set. Breitbach trying to work her way inside. Gives that one back out. Back to Breitbach. Thought about the three. Dribble drives. Blocked by Hoffman. Emily Strum with it. Trying to pass that one back to Shelby Mont. Shelby Mont. That by a couple of Knight defenders. Picks up her dribble. Is that one back on the outside. Hoffman able to take that one away. Peyton Hoffman in transition. Gets that one knocked out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul. So Hoffman will go ahead and step up to the Agramax free throw stripe. Currently with 30. The first Agramax free throw is going to go up. And good. 31 points for Peyton Hoffman here tonight. Second Agramax free throw on the way is up and good. Hoffman with 32. Inbounds pass for the Patriots. Bring the ball back into the forward court. Almost taken away. That three-pointer up from Strom, no good. Rebound by Paulsrud. Paulsrud gonna try to hustle back down court to beat the defense. Slows it back down. 35 seconds and counting. Hoffman trying to create a little bit here on offense. Hoffman going down to the court, keeping her dribble. Boy, that one taken away by the Patriots. Patriots now in transition, passing it down over to Kirsten Anderson. Anderson trying to give that one back. Gives it back to Breitbach. Breitbach pass back to Anderson. 13 seconds and counting. Hands it off to Breitbach. 10 seconds. That one knocked away by Hoffman. Hoffman hustling down court. Gives it over, and they're going to call Hoffman for a travel. And that's going to go ahead and do it for everybody here tonight. Your final score, 56-23 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. We'll have your post-game report coming up after this right here on yourliveevent.com. Stay with us.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and extracurricular activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schultz, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abassi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
And welcome back here to the yourliveevent.com post-game show. I'm your host, I'm your play-by-play voice, Mac Robinson, from tonight. And let's go through some of your statistics here, courtesy for your post-game report, Let's start with the Climax Fisher Knights. Again, Climax Fisher Knights improving to 7-3 on the season. They get the win tonight, 56-23 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. And let's start with Climax Fisher as Peyton Hoffman leading the way with 32 points tonight. Again, a fantastic night for the 7th grader in a great night here overall for her. Plenty of Agrimax free throws that she made here this evening. Following her, it was Hallie Reitmeyer with 7. Lucy Paulsrud adding in 6. Danica Model and Tegan Johnson both adding in 4. And then behind her was Cadence Corinta adding in 2 points of her own, and Claire Erickson adding in an Agrimax free throw this evening. On the other side, the Winnemac Patriots leading the way was Shelby Mont with 7. Following her was Paige Breitbach, the freshman off the bench, as well as Natalie Newbert and Kirsten Anderson, both with 4 apiece. And then 2 points apiece for Kiana Tadman, as well as Callie Hand. And so now joining me here on the post-game report, and a little bit of a spoiler for later on, but she's going to be our Enbridge Energy player of the game, and that is Peyton Hoffman. And Peyton, for you, 32 points tonight. Seemed like you were pretty locked in early on. You were able to get into a rhythm. Is that something that, getting a chance to play in that JV game beforehand, does that help you kind of get into a rhythm going into that varsity game?
A little bit, I would say. Most of their players did play JV, so I got a good look at who was playing. So.
Okay. And then, especially it seemed like you were able to attack the inside of their defense especially. Was that a focus that you had coming into tonight, or was that kind of just naturally how it kind of played out for you?
Kind of just naturally, but I like to work on getting in as much as possible because I know I can score then.
And then on top of it, too, it seems like as the seasons progress, you always have that post game especially, but that three-pointer has really started to become more and more consistent for you. Has that been a focus for you especially?
Yes, I love to shoot. Tonight it wasn't really super on, but I still kept shooting.
And that's one that defenses have to respect especially, but, on the defensive end, you had plenty of blocks there especially, making your presence felt. Has that been something that you really want to emphasize on the defensive side too?
Yes, absolutely. And the last time we played them, it was really close, so we really just wanted to get our, what's the word?
Trying to get into a rhythm?
Yes.
And, well, with that being said, again, your last time playing them, 63-61, close contest between these two. But for you guys tonight, you guys are able to get out to an early lead especially. What did you guys see differently from tonight, and what did you guys do differently tonight compared to your last matchup?
We worked very well as a team. We played amazing defense, and that defense is key for us. And when we can play good, it's unstoppable.
And, it really seemed like for you guys were out on a mission here tonight, again, following your loss against Fawcett on Friday. Is that an added focus? And for you guys especially, getting a chance to have that team bonding at the college game over the weekend, too, is that an added bonus for you guys?
Yes, absolutely. We just always, coming into a game after loss, we always try to redeem ourselves.
And for you especially, I know we've talked about, improving your game throughout the year. What's an aspect of your game that you've been trying to improve recently, and how's the progress been coming along?
Not forcing so much, and for the most part, I feel like it's getting better. And
then how's the one-on-one games been going between you and your mom when it comes to downtime especially?
That's helping a lot. She works me really hard, has me run a lot.
Of course. And Peyton, 32 points for you tonight. Fantastic performance. Great job. Congratulations to our Enbridge Energy player of the game. I'll let you go ahead, pick out a T-shirt. Once again, I know you got plenty of these, but thanks again. Great game here tonight.
Thank you.
Peyton Hoffman, our Enbridge Energy player of the game here this evening. Again, joining us here on the post-game show. And so, again, 32 points for her. On the other side for the Patriots, Shelby Mont with 7. And then 4 points apiece for Natalie Newbert, Paige Breitbach, as well as Kirsten Anderson and Natalie Newbert, as I mentioned. 2 points apiece for Callie Hand, as well as Kiana Tadman, as well for the Winnemac Patriots. So we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we're going to get into some of our post-game awards, as well as a talk with head coach Adriana Rooney here following the win. Climax Fisher, 56. Winnemac Patriots 23 here on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay with us.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
And welcome back here to Fisher Public Schools as we have the Climax Fisher Knights getting the win tonight, 56-23 here on YourLiveEvent.com. And I'm your play-by-play voice, Mac Robinson. Joining me now, Adriana Rooney, head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights. And Coach, we talked about it before the game. You know, your team, you had the team bonding experience as well, but I talked about with Peyton Hoffman there before the break, your team really playing together as a whole unit here tonight.
Yeah, so the oh my gosh, I'm losing my thoughts. The quote of the day today was, it's pretty original, but like teamwork makes the dream work. Just working together as a team, they did a really good job tonight. Offensively and defensively, it showed, especially in the first half when they really had most of their points off of free throws. Our fouls were a little rough, but
well, hey, you'll take the free throws at that point as well, but
yeah, I'll take 1 point or 2 points over. Yeah.
Well, and then especially, what did you have? Like, what was in the game plan for tonight, especially because getting out to a 13-0 start pretty much gets you into a good spot there as the game kind of comes along.
Just working hard on defense. There's a quote from a long time ago that I heard at a basketball camp, and it was offense wins games, but defense wins championships. And I think that's the truest thing that there is. Like, if you don't have defense, and it kind of makes you struggle a little bit.
Well, and especially for you guys, it seemed like you were frustrating Winnemac quite a bit there early on because of that full court press and that full court defense, especially. It really felt like, between Hallie and Lucy just turning it up, especially at the half-court line and throughout the full court there especially.
Yeah, no, they do really well on defense, especially together. They're, like we talked last time, Lucy's a little go-getter. Hallie's the same way. They like to see those stats, too, of steals and deflections, and yeah.
And then, on top of it, too, Peyton Hoffman, I feel like it's rinse repeat at this point, but 32 points for her tonight.
Yeah.
And the majority of the second half, she sat down, too, as well.
Yeah, so, no, that's, impressive, definitely.
Yeah, and, for the rest of your girls there as well, you mentioned Hallie as well. She had 7, Lucy had 6 as well. It really felt like tonight you guys had really good ball movement. And was that a focus coming into tonight especially?
Yeah, so when we watched the game on Saturday, one of our things was when we run plays, you don't want to be all crammed inside the three-point line. You want to stay nice and spread so you can get ball movement. And that was kind of a focus, and, yeah, so I'm glad it worked. So, yeah.
And, you mentioned it, too, plenty of free throws there in the first half. Is that an emphasis that you try to drive with these girls, or is that just kind of the aggressive mentality that, you see from a lot of these girls?
I'd prefer if they didn't foul, but I guess they made up for it, so that was good.
And then you guys going into Mahnomen-Waban on Thursday, that doubleheader coming up there on Thursday. What's the focus after a game like tonight, and trying to keep the girls focused going into that game coming up on Thursday?
Just to keep the defensive mindset and hope that we can carry it over to Thursday.
All right, and that is head coach Adriana Rooney joining me. Climax Fisher Knights improving to 7-13 here on YourLiveEvent.com with the 56-23 win over the Winnemac Patriots. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, give away our awards, put a bow on this one on the YourLiveEvent.com post-game report. We'll be right back after this.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
New and on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Call Chuck or Neil for pricing and more information on this new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Also, they have the new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow. Talk to Chuck or Neil and get the deal done on this new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Other used equipment on the lot, Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business. 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
This is
And welcome back here to Fisher as we have the Climax Fisher Knights getting the win here tonight, 56-23 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. I'm your play-by-play voice, Mac Robinson. And again, it's time for our post-game awards. And let's go ahead and start with the Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, and we're going to go ahead and give this one over to Hallie Reitmeyer. Hallie Reitmeyer, she had 7 points here tonight, but especially for Reitmeyer, setting up the offense, doing a great job of making sure that things are in check for the Climax Fisher Knights and leading that offense, especially passing the ball around quite a bit. Again, we talked about it with head coach Adriana Rooney here just a little bit ago. So she is going to be she's going to be the Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. And, of course, when it comes to Halstead Telephone Company, look, they're local and reliable. You can trust them. It's how you connect. Visit halsteadtel.com. So now let's get into our RDK Precision Player of the Game, and I'm going to go ahead and give this one over to Lucy Paulsrud. Lucy Paulsrud this evening, 6 points. Plenty of hard defense, and again, we talked about it with Adriana Rooney as well as Peyton Hoffman. Just that full-court press defense, it was on, and it was going often here tonight, especially for the Climax Fisher Knights, getting the Patriots off their game a little bit there throughout the game, and really able to get out to that early lead. So that is your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Of course, that being Lucy Paulsrud. And when it comes to RDK Enterprises. Look, we're less than 90 days until spring planting. That's right, 90 days. You heard me. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? Look, the folks at RDK Enterprises, they will help you. Spring will be here before you know it, and they will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. And, of course, last but not least, it's time for our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, look, we already talked to her, not a spoiler alert, I guess, for you, but that's going to go to Peyton Hoffman. And Peyton Hoffman, again, tonight, 32 points, plenty of rebounds, plenty of blocks there down in the post. She led the way, the 7th grader, again, leading the way with 32 points this evening. And so she is your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. She gets the T-shirt. She goes ahead. She will finish tonight with 32. And, again, get things ready to go for Thursday. And, of course, when it comes to Enbridge, tomorrow is happening right now, and now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. And so for the Climax Fisher Knights, they will be getting ready for a doubleheader, taking on Mahnomen-Waubun this Thursday, that being on yourliveevent.com, as well as 101.5 FM KRJM. And the Winnemac Patriots will be taking on Norman County East Ulen-Hitterdal this Thursday as well. That will be their next game, that being down at Ulen, or down at Twin Valley, I believe. So that will go ahead and do it again. Your final score here tonight, Winnemac Patriots falling to the Climax Fisher Knights 56-23. We want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. Again, without them, we would not be able to present this broadcast to you this evening. Again, go ahead and say thank you to all of them by showing them your patronage and going ahead and letting them know that Your Live Event sent you and says thank you. And on top of that, look, we want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in, of course, to yourliveevent.com. Of course, make sure you stay tuned for all of the local action, keeping you all ready, keeping you all set to go for all things local high school sports and more. So, again, your final, Climax Fisher getting the win 56-23. For producer Noah, I'm Mac Robinson. Thank you all very much. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe and stay warm.